Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Artichoke Music on Friday night. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight we are going to be welcoming Edie Carey from Colorado to the stage. Edie has been touring for 27 years and has some beautiful merch back there, multiple full-length albums, as well as some t-shirts and a mailing list that we'd love to have you sign up for. Before we welcome Edie to the stage, I'd like to see, is anyone here for the first time this evening? Excellent. Welcome to Artichoke, and welcome back, everyone returning. So we have been in Portland for 50 years, since 1973. We're a nonprofit music organization. Next door, we have a music shop, and we do an intermission, so please come and spend some time with us during the intermission, see some of the guitars and banjos and stuff we have. We've also got teachers if anybody needs guitar lessons or ukulele lessons or harmonica lessons. And we also do lots of jams and workshops, so we've got a calendar I can give you if you need one. We've also got a newsletter. If you'd like to sign up for that, that is how we let you know about all of our upcoming shows. And before we start the show, facilities back here during the show, if you need, there's one in the back of the store, and there's one upstairs back here. Please keep phones on silent, and please no texting during the show. We'd love to thank our volunteers tonight. The venue is run entirely by volunteer staff. Phil at the bar tonight. Make some noise for Phil and bring your tipping dollars down. And we've got Gary on sound tonight. Thank you, Gary. Built our sound system here. We've got Ben on video. Welcome back, Ben. And we've got Teresa at the door welcoming everyone. Always good to see you, Teresa. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. And please welcome Edie Carey to the stage.
Guys, did you sweat your faces off today? It was hot out there. It feels cool and dark in here. It's nice to see you. Wait. It's nice to see you. Here. Thank you guys so much for coming. All right. Let's plug in this sucker. All right. Let's do this. I saw you kneeling in the backyard, staring up into the stars. It's cold, come inside. I'm here if you need me to listen. No, I won't try to fix it. I swear, come inside. I know how heart can get so heavy. I can hold it if you let me in my arms. Come inside. No words can change it, but I want to. I hate that someone hurt you, but you're safe now. Come inside. Yeah. Ooh, oh. Ooh, no. Hey, hey, hey. Climbing, cool pillow on your forehead. Yeah, you can have the big bed. It's yours. Come inside. When it's dark, nothing feels like it will work out. Love, you just need sleep now. It's late. Come inside. It's time. Come inside. Thank you. So, I've had a very interesting week. On Sunday night, I played at Red Rocks, which I didn't play. Let's rephrase. I sang a song with Sara Bareilles at Red Rocks, which was very exciting. Sara and I have been friends for about 12 years, but I have never sung with her before. I sang at a kind of a tribute to Andrea Gibson, one of the most incredible poets, and Colorado's poet laureate who passed away a year ago from ovarian cancer. And it was an incredibly moving evening, and Andrea was the subject of a documentary called Come See Me in the Good Light. If you've not seen this film, I cannot tell you. Just go home after this and ugly cry your way through the rest of the night. It's an incredibly beautiful film. It was nominated for an Oscar this year, and it centers on Andrea and their partner, or wife, Megan Falley. And I just have been like reverberating from the experience. Certainly it was exciting to sing, but that was such a tiny portion of the evening. The evening was like 10,000 people kind of grieving all of their griefs together in that beautiful space. And so it just feels like especially holy to sing. It always does, but I think because I get to be in this body and get to keep singing and thinking of Andrea and all the magic that they created in the world. So I'm going to sing this song, thinking of Andrea. Oh, anyone could see, even before you fell in deep, shame behind her in this physics chair, his fingers woven in her chestnut hair. There was something there. Oh, the electricity, two hearts who knew they were meant to be. All the rest had to find its place, and that takes time and doubt and faith. Oh, you found your way. The cypress and the oak, the sun shines on you both. You lean out to let in the light, and that's what makes you grow. You bask in the other's glow. Your roots intertwine. All the tasks that he can't stand, she's right there to take them off his hands. He he always does the same for her. Oh, they've never shied away from the work. They know what it's worth. The cypress and the oak, the sun shines on you both. You lean up to let in the light, and that's what makes you grow. You bask in the other's glow. Your roots intertwine. No, she's a dreamer. She's always making plans. He's a wood tamer with a steady hand. And all your adventures, great and small, you've grown up together through them all. The cypress and the oak, oh, the sun shines on you both. The same two hearts burning bright. You weathered every storm. You made a life that's yours. Feet on the earth, eyes on the sky. Somehow you've always known good love's like coming home. Best friends dancing through this life. Oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh. Thank you. So Red Rocks happened on Sunday, and then, oh, this is crazy. I drove up. I was like I was at the like backstage area, and I was like, I'm just gonna run the song a couple more times in my car. And I was sitting there, it was like in the baking heat, and my radiator in my car exploded. Just fully exploded. I had driven from Colorado Springs an hour to downtown Denver. I drove from downtown Denver. I drove to the venue, and then my car exploded. And I was like, there's some kind of deep meaning in this that I'm not ready to figure out yet. But it just felt right. I was like, of course. I drive to Red Rocks, the biggest place I've ever played it, and my car has feelings about it, apparently. Anyway, then we had the beautiful, meaningful, wonderful night, and then literally everybody leaves, and AAA just never came to get the car. And I was like, they're going to get towed out of Red Rocks because I don't want to leave. My husband and I were there at it was like 1 a.m. Everybody's gone, and we're waiting, and AAA didn't come until like 12 hours later, but we finally had to leave, and we flew out to Seattle. and then I got laryngitis, and so it just feels like a lot of things are happening inside of my body and also my car. And anyway, when you're a kid, I was just talking to Margaret, who's going to sing a song with me in a little bit. When you got a cold when you were a kid, were you like kind of excited when your voice sounded hoarse? Is that just a singer thing? I always wanted to sound like Demi Moore from St. Elmo's Fire when I was a kid. She had that great raspy voice. Anyway, because of this voice I'm currently sporting, I'm going to sing my darker, really questionable material. Are you ready? We're just gonna go for it. When I was 19, I was a waitress in an all-night shawarma restaurant in New York City. People go out and dance at the nightclub, and there was a comedy club right next door, and they would just sort of get somewhat loaded, and they would come in and shove shawarma in their face, and work out all of their relationship issues while I would listen in and think, someday I'm gonna write songs about this. And then I did. This is called Lonely. get so brave when I'm drunk. I can be anything you want me to be. And we made love only once, just enough to make it come undone. Aren't you lonely? Yeah, aren't you lonely when all the bars close down? Lonely, I thought you could hold me, yeah, yeah. And all those girls, they know how to act, and I know they talk behind my back, and I try not to notice. His favorite t-shirt is still in my bed, tangled up with all the words that he said. Aren't you lonely? Hey, aren't you lonely when all the bars close down? Lonely, oh yeah, I'll make it easy. Lonely, the black street shining, oh no, lonely, the cruel sun rising, yeah. I thought you could save me. Thank you. It's fine. It's fine. It's easy to sing when you're lunging up your lung. It's great. We appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I played a house concert up in Warrenton near Astoria last night, and I was genuinely full of fear that it was just going to be I was going to be a pubescent 13-year-old boy, which I am the mother of right now, so I'm deep in that zone. And but it was okay. Everybody was on my team. It was really nice. I have more voice today than I did yesterday. Thank you, guys. If you've seen me live before, you may know that I write a lot of commission custom songs for people when they get married. I started doing it like 23 years ago, and most of them for years were just, for weddings or for anniversary sort of surprise gifts from, the one person to their beloved. And I love writing those, but in recent years, they've gotten quite dark. Not even dark, but just I've done a couple for people who have ended relationships of 25 years, and the song is literally just for them. Like, they tell me the story in its way to kind of metabolize the loss, and it's amazing to me that people allow me to kind of come into that experience, and I feel deeply grateful and lucky to get to be part of that process. So I've done a whole bunch of them, but the very first one I did was this one. I wrote this in 2004. A man named Fred Harris sent me an email. He's like, my wife and I live in Boston. We come see you play in Cambridge. My wife is turning 30, and I was wondering if you could come to a house concert for all of our friends for her birthday. And I said, sure, sounds great. Back and forth with all the details. And then I realized I had missed the PS that was sort of tucked far below the body of the email, and it said, in PS, can you have written a song about her when you come? And I was like, what are you talking about, Fred? How? And he was like, Becky and I have been writing love poems for each other for the past 7 years. And I was like, you still write them, even this deep into your relationship? And he's like, yes, and I've gone to Kinko's and I made copies of all of them, and I'm going to send you our poem book. Do you guys do this for your people? Fred is making us all look terrible. And I said, I can definitely do the house concert, but I've never done a song like that before, and it feels terrifying. But I promise I will at least consider it. Send me the poems. I toured a ton that year. I mean, I can't remember. It was several months before the concert was happening. And every time I was on tour and I'd open my laptop bag, I would see the poems, and they were like, please read me. And I was like, I can't, I'm too scared. And then finally, a couple of weeks before the concert, I had a day off in Western Mass, and I was staying in this beautiful, like, sunlit room, and I was like, damn it, I have to write the song, don't I? And the poems were like, yes, you do. So I pulled them out, and I read them, and they were just as beautiful as I feared, and I was like, damn it. And I fell promptly, deeply, completely in love with Fred and Becky Harris from Somerville, Massachusetts. And I wrote them the song. I showed up at the party. I sat down. I had like hives all over my chest. I was so nervous. I played the song, and what I didn't know, two things. One is Fred is a music professor at MIT. Fred, no, terrifying. And I was like, write her a symphony. Why do you need me? This is 3 chords. What is wrong with you? You can write her a symphony. And two, when I sang the song sitting there on their couch in their living room, he had recorded the song, and then when I went to play in Cambridge the next year, he had written a string arrangement to the song and taught it to 3 of his string students. So there was a viola and a violin and a cello, and they came, and he was like, would you like to play on the song? And I was like, Fred! Tamp it down, Fred. It's all I can do to stop at Walgreens on my husband's birthday to get him a card. Sorry, honey. My husband is here tonight. Where are you? Matt, wave to your people. I really will sing the song now. They're just working out the wheezing that I'm having. Anyway, this is called What Love Looks Like. And I'm so grateful to Fred for making me do something that scared the living hell out of me. Because now I've written 70 plus commission songs, thanks to him. And it's one of my most favorite things I get to do. I can't drive after I see you. Make me drunk and all distracted. Got me coasting through every stoplight in town. I keep checking my reflection, thinking this is what love looks like. Cheeks like roses, eyes like flames, like flames. I'll try, but I can't paint this or color in your kindness. You are green and gold and clear like rain. and I don't know how to thank you. My words are just as empty as the days before you came to stay. I know I'm not alone. I got a love to call my own. Now I know I'm not alone. I've got a love to call my own. Been chasing sleep since midnight. I did not want to wake you, so I whisper this and maybe you'll hear. You make me higher than that mountain that we climbed that day last summer. All I want is just a million more like that. You say, baby, you're not alone. You got a love to call your own. Now, baby, you're not alone. You got a love. Ooh. Thank you. Are there any Georgia O'Keeffe fans in the audience? I think she's fucking undeniable, frankly. Oh, that's a negative. Did you see how gently she fell? How about we move to this stand? Amazon Basics will only get you so far. Hey, honey, you just sit right there. Okay, great job. Georgia, she took care of me. Georgia, look at us out in all directions. Worn down, paper thin, nothing to hold on to. Don't soften the lines, please. Leave the whitened skulls floating free. Let them remind me. Georgia, look at you, quietly defiant. It's his eyes we're looking through. Were they a mask you had to pry off? Don't soften the lines, please. Leave the petals lit from underneath. Let them remind me. Oh, the quiet, how it saves me. When I'm inside it, I go hazy from the craving. Oh, 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 oh. the silence spilling out endlessly before you. Was it water on the desert, or the cold glare of the canvas? Or did it change with the weather? Oh, the quiet, how it saves me when I'm inside it. I go hazy from the craving. Oh, 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 oh. We're gonna sing a song together. Are you ready? Do you need to stretch your calves before you sing? Did you know that when you sing, it stimulates your vagus nerve, which helps just bring your blood pressure down and make your body feel better? So this is medicinal. Are you ready for the medicine of you singing? This is a song I wrote for my husband, Matt, and tonight he is here. We're going to sing it for him. Hi, honey. Do you just want to come drape yourself, Michelle Pfeiffer style, across the piano? What was that movie? Fabulous Baker Boys. Thank you. Okay.
Only if it's not an Amazon Basics piano.
Oh, you're right. That would not tolerate it. Absolutely. That's what you get when you buy from the evil empire. All right. This is just a straight up love song. And I'm going to teach it to you if you don't know it already. I mean, she did tip over. She's going to be a little out of tune. Okay. You did so great. Oh, God. No, hang on. So close. There we go. All right, here's the chorus. It's easy, so easy, easy now. You sing it? It's easy, yeah, so easy, yeah, easy now. So that chorus, I wrote it about how I felt when Matt and I got together, and I was like, why have I chosen these relationships where I feel like I have to like campaign for myself instead of just allowing a person to love me and for me to love them? But also this week our kids are at camp and we're just hanging out, just the two of us, and it's also applying to that because no one's having a meltdown and we're just like having the best time. And we love our kids, but having time yourselves, hot damn, it's pretty great. So the song is exciting twofold. Getting to be on a road trip with my husband, and also for the way he makes my life so good. This is easy now. When it gets to the chorus, I will let you know, and you're gonna tear it up, okay? Sunlight in my window, landing on my pillow, making me open my sleepy eyes. You greet me with a smile on, kisses like I've been gone, pulling me closer to your side. Sing it, Portland. It's easy, yeah, so easy, yeah, easy now, yeah, singing again. It's easy, yeah, so easy, yeah, easy now, yeah. the small stuff. I would be up all night about it. Now I can't help but laughing, and you know the sad thing is how I went on so long without it. Sing it, it's easy, so easy, yeah. Easy now. I mean, if you wanted to do harmony, I wouldn't hate it. It's easy, so easy, yeah. Yeah, easy now. I mean, that sounds gorgeous. All those years believing love meant someone's leaving. All those years believing if it's not hard, it's not the real thing. Look at this weather, it's only getting better. Remember that winter when the lake froze. Now I'm hoping in the high tide, floating in the twilight, I can even do it with my eyes closed. It's easy, so easy, yeah. Easy now, yeah, sing it again. It's easy, so easy, yeah. Easy now, will you sing it by yourselves? It's not hard, it's not the real thing. That was gorgeous. I heard some stacked harmonies out there. Thank you guys. All right, we're gonna do just a couple more and then we'll take a little break. Adorable, very cozy hoodies. I only have 2 left in the world, so if you enjoy a hoodie, get on in there. There's one wicked extra, super extra large, and one just regular extra large. But who doesn't love to swim in a hoodie? You could even belt it if you wanted. No one's gonna be mad if you belt it. What's that? Go buy it, damn it. They're very cute. If you need to dig, there's more under the table. There's just 2 of those, but I have other t-shirts as well. I'm about to sell all my remaining merch and make all new merch for the next time I come. So if you wanted to get a Lantern in the Dark tee, Lantern in the Dark is the record I made with Sara Sample that came out in 2024. And then I have some Veil tees and stuff. Speaking of which, I'm going to play the Veil right now. Please sign up on the list. On my email list, it is the lifeblood of every singer-songwriter that you know. It is how we let you know when we're coming to your town. Social media is helpful, and also we scroll. We just dopamine scroll. And an email, it's more solid somehow. You know? Is it? I don't know. Or are you raise your hand if you're one of those people who has 27,000 unopened emails in your Gmail. How do you do it? Doesn't it make you sweat? Doesn't it just... So how many? 36,000. Dear Lord. Okay, well, maybe it's not as solid for you. But for me, Do you sweat every time you look at your phone? Just the big red numbers saying 36,000. This song is called "The Veil." It's the title track of a record I put out in 2022. I wrote it right after my kids and I got in a very scary car accident, and it could have been far worse than it was, but it definitely rattled all of us pretty significantly. And but all the feelings that it brought up of, anytime anything scary happens, I'm sure also all of you, if you kind of think for a second, like something similar that sort of just shakes your sense of security. And we have to kind of move through the world feeling like we are safe, because how do you live otherwise if you're worried all the time? And then when something sort of pierces that veil or that shroud of perceived security, it's deeply unsettling. And I wrote this song sort of trying to wrangle with those feelings and then kind of sort of spinning out from there. I wrote this in January of 2020, kind of not knowing what was coming for all of us. And I made some comment to a friend like, well, this year is really not starting well, because I just had the car accident and I literally had no idea what we were all about to walk into. Anyway, but that feeling of like when something scary happens, wanting to go back to the you were before it happened. But the truth is, that's not how this life goes. Like, we're supposed to show up brand new and clean, and we're supposed to be kind of banged up by life in a way, because it's what cracks you open and makes you have more compassion and understanding. But when it's happening, it feels really shitty and really scary. Anyway, this is The Veil. We thought that we could catch the moon in the window of the way back. Diamond stars on velvet blue in the window of the way back. Daddy carried me to bed, my arms heavy around his neck. If I was not sleeping, I'd pretend. Oh, the sweetness of your breath, just like when you were a baby. Full surrender of my chest, I've been noticing lately. Every day you need me less, and I know that's for the best. Yeah, I know that's for the best. And we cannot go back, no matter how we wish it. We cannot go back now. I've been traveling all this time, like I had a force field around me. Then for a moment we were flying, and the floor became the ceiling. A storm of glass and crushing steel. No, it did not seem real. My hands still clinging to the wheel. And we cannot go back. Now the veil is lifted. We cannot go back now. We cannot go back, no matter how we wish it. Cannot go back now. In the window of the way back. I'm weaving through the crowd. I wonder, are they with me or against me? But we won't say these words out loud. We'll just scream it on the small screen. I've never seen such a great divide, so high and so wide. But it's been here all this time. We cannot go back. Now the veil is lifted. We cannot go back now. We cannot go back. I'm scared that we can't fix it. We cannot go back. We thought that we could catch the moon in the window of the way back. Thank you. I would like to invite my new friend, Margaret Ware, to the stage. Margaret was, she was singing backup for Chris Purica, also at Red Rocks on Sunday night. And we met backstage and had a really wonderful conversation. Come on up, friend. You can just grab that mic and do whatever you want to do with it. You can lay yourself across the piano, which is surely not an Amazon Basics piano. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Margaret also has the same name as my wonderful mom. And that my mom passed away about 2.5 years ago. And my mom was involved in AA my whole life. She got sober when I was 4. So like as a little kid, I was always like in my pajamas at like the local church, just hanging out with my mom in her meetings. And my mom sponsored tons of people. She was deeply involved in the program forever. And everything was higher power. Like anytime anything would work out, she was like, higher power is taking care of you. And then when my car exploded right outside of Red Rocks, I was like, God damn it, higher power. My mother would be so excited. So I was feeling the higher power so much that day that I got there and my car didn't explode on I-25. And then I got there and I was talking to Margaret and I was like, my mom, Margaret, just showed up. There were just so many moments like that night. It was pretty cool. So anyway, she was very kind to learn this song and sing it with me. This is called Love. And what's fun about this song is I wrote this a really long time ago when my little sister is almost 20 years younger than I am. And I wrote this when I would like go home during, like I would tour and I would go visit my dad in Boston, my dad and stepmom. And Zoe, she was maybe 10, 11, and she would sort of tell me about her crushes, and we talk about like periods, and she would tell me all the stuff that she wouldn't tell my dad and stepmom, because I was like related to her, but like old enough, but not too old. You know, I was like in the sweet spot. And you know when like a tween or an adolescent tells you things, you're like, don't move. I'm gonna break the spell. I don't want them to stop talking. But I kept, when she would like tell me things or tell me people she had crushes on, and I was like, this is a terrible idea, but you know you have to clamp it. You can't say anything. So I snuck away with all those feelings and I wrote this song and then I played it out in the world. 20 years go by and she got married 2 years ago and she wanted me to sing a song down the aisle. And I was like, well, go on Spotify and just like pick one, whatever you feel is wedding-y. And she was like, how about your song Love? And all of a sudden I was like, I never told her I wrote that song about her. And I was like, that's the one you picked. So I sang and she walked down the aisle and it was more an instrumental because I was ugly crying I just couldn't stop crying, watching her walk. So there were a lot of oohs and sobs. And, but today we're gonna do the words. There may be some crying, you never know. Anyway, thank you so much for doing this with me and carrying the magic forward from Sunday night. We come to this life hungry from a mother's breast to the next thing. Love, love. We can't say its name now, we stumble. We are not ashamed when we're younger. Ooh, we all know how love. We all know how. We don't trust the ones who want us, chasing after those running from us. Love, love. We can live without it easy. We don't understand why we're freezing. Love, love. Ooh, we all know how love. We all know how. Ooh, hey, love, love, love. Finally, we are full and fearless, sounding out the word, and we mean it. Love, love, love. Ooh, we all know how love. We all know how. Margaret Ware, am I right? Hot damn. She knows what she's doing. That's the reason why Chris Purica took her to Red Rocks. That was so beautiful. All right, we'll take a little break. Talk amongst yourselves. Come buy a hoodie if there's one left. And I'll see you in 15-20. Thank you guys so much. keep talking amongst yourselves for one moment. I'm going to get my life together really fast. All right, hello. There's so many people here tonight from like so many different areas of my experience. And I'm like, you're from Chicago, you're from Michigan, you're from Philadelphia. And it's the cool, but you're not because you're here now. But in my mind, that is where you're supposed to be. And then you're here. It's like, this is your life, is what's happening. And it's very cool. Thank you. It means so much to me when people, like, I've been doing this a long time. And I don't know, it just like is incredible when people come back again. It means the world to me, truly. So thank you so much. This is a song by one of my best friends. Her name is Sara Sample. Made 2 lullaby records with her. And I think this is one of the most beautiful songs ever written. And Sara grew up in the Mormon church. She left the Mormon church in 2014, and it was deeply painful because so many of her family members were still deeply ensconced and hurt by her departure with her husband. And she had been living in Salt Lake, and she moved up to Sheridan, Wyoming. And she found deep solace in all the open space there in a time where she was feeling very lost and figuring out where her heart was and what her faith was and where she belonged. And she wrote this song, and I feel like it's just absolutely stunning. I already told her that when I croak, she needs to sing it at my funeral. So she knows she's booked. She's pre-booked. She's 7 years younger than I am, so it's likely I will croak before her. Anyway, this is called Red Wing. I met God in a high desert sunrise. Neither of us said a word. I found God in the quiet of the golden plains, on the red, red wings of blackbirds. I saw a stag in the shade of a cottonwood. She looked my way but didn't stir. He held his ground, now I hold mine. On the red, red wings of blackbirds. Past the pavement, past the road, past the that I used to know. That's where I wanna go. Well, I took my daughters to the woods where their hearts would not be cursed, where they could sail above the trees. On the red, red wings of blackbirds. Regret, regret, I've had my share. So many, they all just blur. But I'll burn them bright, I'll burn them fast. Like a red blackbirds. Past the pavement, past the road, past the world that I used to know. That's where I wanna go. There's hope in a newborn baby, and then the driver of the hearse, in prayers and dares and subway fares, and on the red wings of blackbird. Well, someday soon my life will pass, but I got some living to do first. Still, when it is my time to go, take me on the red, red wings of blackbird. That holy word, blackbird. That holy word, I am the bird. We are the birds. Sara friggin' sample. So I mentioned that our children are at camp. Luca, our son, he's 13. He's almost 6 feet tall. What the hell? You know, already? He smugly hugs me over my shoulders now and just like rests his head on top of my head. Smugly. And our daughter Emmy is 10. So they're at camp in Buena Vista, Colorado right now. And our daughter loves camp, like can't get there fast enough. She rides horses the whole time. It's her favorite thing. Luca, I'd say, is like a solid C- on camp. But we make him go anyway because it's really good for him. And I actually think he likes it better than he will admit. But the other night he sent us a text from one of his camp counselor's phones, which he's totally not supposed to do. And he was like, "Mom and Dad, I have a really bad pain in my stomach." And we were like, "We're in Seattle. I don't know what we're going to do." And he was like, "And I think that something is protruding in my stomach." And I was like, "Why is this camp counselor allowing you to text us this?" Because half of me was like deeply annoyed and the other half was like, "Oh my God, he's dying." It was both of those feelings at the same time. So then we called the camp director and she went and checked on him and he was fine. And she was like, "I just want you to know that tomorrow is when they go out for the camping trip." And he hates the camping trip. And I was like, oh, the timing of all of it. And then today, we were driving here from Astoria, and we got a phone call from like a random number. And I was like, it's totally a telemarketer. I'm not going to answer it. And then I did. And all I hear is, "Hi." And I was like, "It's a telemarketer." And Matt was like, "Hi." We just kept saying hi. And then he was like, "Hi." And I was like, oh, this is Luca calling from another person's phone. And what's hilarious about kids is like when you think they're having a full meltdown, you're still in the meltdown with them, right? But then they like fully move on and they're fine. But I'm still thinking, well, they went camping, but he's probably going to die of appendicitis while he's gone because I'm a catastrophizer. And instead he's like, "We're on the top of a mountain. We just climbed a mountain and I just wanted to call and say hi." So I know, really cute. But I went from being like, "Luca, are you seriously calling us again?" And then he was like, "I'm on top of a mountain and everything is great." And Matt and I were like, this is an exhausting emotional ride that we're on. But that's what it means to have a 13-year-old and to be a 13-year-old or a 51-year-old, let's be real, or just a fucking human in general. I say this because I'm about to sing a song about how we had our son, which is we won an IVF cycle at a raffle in 2012. And then we had Luca. And just like I wrote that song about Zoe and forgot to tell her that the song was about her, I've been telling a story for a very long time that we went through infertility, we didn't have money for the coverage, and then we won an IVF cycle at a raffle, which then led to Luca's existence. And he came to a concert of mine 3 years ago, and he was like, "What now?" And I'd been telling the story on tour and just never, he knew he had come from IVF and that we'd had infertility. I've neglected to mention the raffle. He's like, "Now I'm never gonna win anything because all of the luck was wasted on that fucking raffle." He didn't say fucking, but he was thinking it. Anyway, and also, as much as it's hard to be a parent, it's also so freaking great, and I feel so lucky to get to be a mom. And I wrote this song when Luca was about 1.5 years old. The weight of you inside my arms, your heavy head across my heart, your tiny fingers pointing at the stars. I never thought I'd have these things, that fuzzy spot and your silky hair, when I rock you slowly in your favorite chair. I rarely ever sleep these days, and I don't even care. I never thought I'd have these things. Ooh. Your love affair with that ceiling fan, when you ate that whole fistful of sand. I was never patient, but I think I finally am. I never thought I'd have these things. Your wide blue eyes above your big boy cup, your arms reaching out, Mama, pick me up. This endless, weightless, easy love. I never thought I'd have these things. This endless, weightless, easy love. I can't believe I have these things. Thank you. I saw the face you made when you thought I looked away. I see the way you clench your hands. Was it so hard to say we're hurting when you hand me half your burden? You think you can't show me, but you can. Hold on a little longer. Hold on a little longer. Holding on doesn't mean that you can't cry. I know your shattered heart is stronger than when you started. It's been a long night, but that sun, she's gonna rise. Some days I'm made of lead, locked deep inside my head, with all those voices whispering lies. We're not made to be alone. inside. Yeah, hold on a little longer. Hold on a little longer. Holding on doesn't mean that you can't cry. I know your shattered heart is stronger than when you started. It's been a long night, but that sun, she's gonna Thank you. When I was singing that, I was remembering my daughter, when I would sing to her at bedtime, she kind of like doesn't really want to be sung to at bedtime anymore. But when she was littler, you know, I would sing her like a James Taylor song, like a variety of lullabies. I have a lot of lullabies in my repertoire. But she would be like, no, I want you to sing one of the songs that you sing on the stage. This was like maybe around 3 or 4. And for some reason, that was the song that she wanted. But I would sing the part, I know your shattered heart is stronger than when you started. And as soon as I would get to the shattered heart, she'd go, yes! I have no idea why. She loved a shattered heart. I was like, she is my daughter. She speaks my language. Yes! I want you to picture right now the person and or persons in your life who, no matter how much you grow or evolve or like improve, no matter what, the carrot of approval dangles ever farther. Can you picture that person in your life? Maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's your grandfather. Maybe it's your first girlfriend. I don't know. But like, no matter what, there's that person that, like, in a very unhealthy way, you keep wanting them to see you in the way you want them to see you. Do you know what I'm talking about? And you know it's not good, but you just do. And it's a friggin' waste of energy. So allow this song to help exercise it from me and also you. This is called The Chain. When I close my eyes try to see you as a child. Where it leads to is a picture of how I know you now. I know you must have had some softness. I don't know when you lost it. Maybe I just never came across it. Will I ever be enough for you? Are you ever gonna see me through another lens that lets all your stories go? Whose battle are you fighting? Is it gonna take our whole lifetime to learn what we've got to lose? Will I ever be enough for you? Your broken language benediction, this unspoken false competition. When will we ever lay our armor down? Oh, I remember my heart unguarded. At least I think it was when we started. I knew the way there, but I can't find it now. Will I ever be enough for you? Are you ever gonna see me through another lens that lets all your stories go? Whose battle are you fighting? Is it gonna take our whole lifetime to learn what we've got to lose? Will I ever be enough for you? Ooh, I swore I'd be kind this time. Ooh, I'm watching the arrows fly. All these years of second guessing, stingy praise, stony blessings. What if we let go of that cold family chain? If I'll never be enough for you, if you're never gonna see me through another lens than the one you got to use, I'm gonna stop fighting. I don't wanna spend my whole lifetime wondering what I have to do to ever be enough for you. Enough for you. Maybe by freeing me, I can free you too.
Thank you. She was so moved by the carrot of delayed approval. Thank you.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird, fly, fly. Blackbird, fly into the light of the dark black nights. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird, fly, fly. Blackbird, fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Thank you. One of the most perfect songs ever written. Did you guys know, do you know what inspired Paul McCartney to write that? He was listening to a BBC radio story about specifically the plight of black women in the civil rights movement. And when you listen to that song with that lens, it's already so beautiful and about being in a hurt and difficult place and moving through it and beyond it. But knowing that just makes me love that song a million times more. I just realized I should play this because I wrote this song here in Portland, Oregon. I actually started it in Venice, California in a crappy motel, and then I finished it here. I wrote the bridge here. And it was very sunny in Venice, California, and it was very rainy here, which is a great way to finish a song. This is called The Night. You fall asleep with the window open. You love to listen to the night. When the storm muscles in, leaves you broken, you're always surprised. Sometimes you wish that your heart could be traded for one that will not bruise. But what good is a heart gone jaded? Sometimes only pain tells the truth. You want it two ways. Are you in or out? You wanna see the beauty, but you can't kill these doubts. These blue days are gonna show you how to fly. Oh yeah.
You press them cool against your skin. But the words you fill them with feel like cages. You wanna start clean again. You want it two ways, are you in or out? You wanna see the beauty, but you can't kill these doubts. These blue days are gonna show you how to fly. Fly. You want it two ways. Are you in or out? You wanna see the beauty, but you can't kill these doubts. These blue days are gonna show you how to fly. Fly. You fall asleep with the window open. You love to listen to the night. Thank you. All right. This is like the first lullaby I ever wrote. Are you guys like, raise your hand if you're a worrier. Yes? A fair amount of you, okay. I was inspired to write this while watching my son as a baby on the baby monitor, and he would I would put him in his bed. Maybe he was like, I don't know, 6 months old, and he would just like, he was in his little like swaddle thing, and he would just be like smiling in the dark, and then maybe he was older because he would flip over on his belly, and I wouldn't be scared he was gonna die. He would flip over, and then he would go like, and he would just like go to sleep. Like, who does that? I don't do that. I'm a grown-ass person. And I was like, I want to just press pause and make him stay exactly that way and not have worries. And as you know, he's now calling us from mountaintops. Actually, that was happy. He's now calling us from camp where he thinks his insides are bulging. So he's really my son. But at the time, I wanted to kind of pause and keep this sort of like innocent, little tiny human free of worry when I wrote this. You're not afraid of the dark, you just lie there talking. Sing to yourself under pitch black night. I can hear you laughing. Then you turn your head, take one deep breath, and you sleep right through till the morning. You make your own stars, you're not afraid of dreaming. Worries are far from your soft, warm bed. I can hear you smiling. Then you turn your head, take one deep breath, just lie there talking. Sing to yourself under pitch black night. I can hear you laughing. Then you turn your head to take one deep breath, and you sleep right through till the morning. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna do a couple more. Are you hanging in there? I just feel like Friday night, you know how everyone's like, Friday night. No one feels that way about Friday night. Everyone's like, Friday night, I'm gonna smash my body as hard as I can into my couch. And you didn't. You came out. And I just love you for it. Thank you so much. You're gonna smash your body into your couch so soon. And it's gonna feel amazing. Can we just thank the incredible people, Eddie, who is running the show tonight, Gary for exquisite sound. He makes my job so easy. Ben, who is filming, Phil at the bar. Thank you so much. And Teresa, I hope I have that right at the door. Did I get that right? Yes. Okay. And to all of you for coming, thank you so much. Please sign my mailing list. I will let you know when I'm coming back. I'm touring so much coming up in the coming months. I'm going to be in Boston. I'll be in New York. I will be in Charleston, West Virginia, Atlanta, Durham, North Carolina, so many places. I'm going to be in Minneapolis next month, Duluth, Minnesota, so many places. So if you know people, sign on the list, and then you'll know when I'm coming back to Portland, but you'll also can forward it to your great Aunt Myrtle, who lives in Duluth. She totally lives in Duluth. She loves sad songs. So get on the list just for Aunt Myrtle. I have a Patreon. If you know what Patreon is, it's sort of the NPR model for artists. If you throw in like $3 to $5 a month, I send you little songs I'm working on, little essays that I write, and little pieces of music here and there that I'm making behind the scenes. And it makes all the difference in the world. The money that I make from Patreon right now just basically covers like my flight and my car rental every month when I go out and tour. So if you're part of that crew, it helps me continue to tour, which is more and more expensive, and we make less and less money from our music. So I say that not to make you feel bad, but many of you already know that Spotify plays us nothing. I just said plays us nothing, but it plays us and pays us nothing. So those are all the ways to support artists that you love. And the best way you can do that is showing up for live shows, and you freaking nailed it. So thank you so, so much. I'm going to do these last two. So I mentioned the second Lullabies record I made with Sara sample in 2024. This is the first song off of it, and it's called I'm Here. And it was written by two of our dear friends and favorite songwriters, a woman named Kate Shore, who lives in LA, and her best friend, Kyler England. And we love them dearly. They're best friends with one another, and they write beautiful songs together and just on their own. Kyler actually just wrote, she's one of the three writers, she's in a band called The Rescues, and they just wrote the music for The Lost Boys on Broadway, which is freaking amazing. It is such an incredible show. I saw it when I was in New York in April. And two of my favorite songwriters, they wrote this. It's just a deeply loving song, and we asked if we could cover it. Here we go. When the tallest trees aren't tall enough to climb away or rise above, I'm here. You know that I'm here. When you've forgotten how to sing along, when everything you knew was wrong, I'm here. think you have to go it alone, but you don't. You don't. I'm here. I'm here. When the world seems cold and meaner still, when every step's a step uphill, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. When the friends you had, they don't call your name, when the rocks you lean don't give way, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. I know you've been drifting lately. You're an island and I got no boat. You think you have to go it alone, but you don't. You don't. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Though it's a hurricane, throw us an act of God. You're stronger than that, you just forgot. It's all for one and one for always. You're there for me in life's little hallways, and I'm here. I'm here. I know you've been drifting lately. You're an island and I got no boat. You're an island and I got no boat. You think you have to go it alone, but you don't. You don't. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you. I'm going to sing this last song in honor of my mom. Her name was Peggy Chase, or Margaret Chase. But as soon as she became a grandmother, she became Jammy. That was her grandma name. She was Jammy because she called my niece Sadie, the first grandchild. She called her Peanut and then Peanut Butter. And she's like, well, obviously Jammy is going to go with Peanut. My mother was from Ojai, California. She grew up there near Santa Barbara. And then when we moved to Colorado Springs from Chicago about 10 years ago, she decided she wanted to move and be close to us. And she eventually ended up living about 3 blocks away from her house. And she was the kind of grandma who knew all my kids' teachers and coaches and best friends. And she just was so deeply woven into our lives, and was really kind of like a third parent to our kids. And as I mentioned, my mom had been in AA forever, so she immediately got very involved in the AA community there, and had a million friends that, of course, by virtue of being anonymous, I didn't know them. When we had our service for her, there were all these people there. I was like, I've never met you. And they were like, we know. And we freaking loved your mom. Anyway, one thing that was really remarkable about my mom always was she was we called her the cozy fairy, or she was she had her PhD in cozy. Everything was so soft. She collected antique everything, and on the back of her closet she had 5 sort of gossamer thin beautiful old antique nightgowns hanging, and she always had the softest blankets from TJ Maxx that you could ever find, and old pieces of antique linen that she would find and just sort of lay beautifully across things. My mother never had primary color names for anything. It would be it wouldn't be an orange, it would be a dusty tomato. That was my mom. She wore long flowy linen skirts that would get caught in the door of her Honda Fit when she would drive away, just fluttering in the breeze. She would leave our house like 17 times, come back and be like, I forgot my glasses, I forgot my phone, I forgot my keys, and then drive away. My husband can attest, would drive away with her skirt fluttering in the breeze. I still do it myself sometimes, and I think of my mom. I tell you this because I want you to understand the kind of person she was. She was such a warm and soft place to land, and her sort of her living space was a perfect embodiment of who she was inside as well. And it was something I'd always kind of wanted to enshrine in a song, was like how good my mother was at being comforting. And this particular detail, and then I will sing the song. When I was a teenager, I went to the high school where my dad was a teacher in Boston. It was a very like high stress high school. Like I was pulling all-nighters in high school regularly. And I would come home some nights, you know, I'd play like a sport in the afternoon, and then I'd be like in the school play, and then I'd come home and I'd have to write like a 10-page paper. It was just like not healthy at all. My mother would see me overwhelmed. I'd be kind of teary and like, I'm never gonna get it done. It'd be like, you still have to do it, but we're gonna do a reset. And what a reset was that she would run me a bath. So I'd go and get in the bath, and then when I was in the bath, she'd come around. I was a teenager, I was very private. She'd come around the corner and she'd hand me a cup of chamomile tea with honey in it. And I would like cry in the bath, drinking the tea. And then I'd get out and she had put all new fresh sheets on my bed and like new pajamas. It's like the simplest creature comforts, but it was the kindest thing. I don't think anybody did that for her when she was growing up, but it's like, it seems small, but it's not small. And it was so kind, and I always was blown away by it. I still do it for myself, and I do it for my kids too. Anyway, this is for my mom, who was like a badass, and she was hard for me, and I was hard for her, and I loved her dearly. And I want to sing this song for her tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. In our old dining room by candlelight, friends gathered on a frigid night, and we're all safe and warm inside. You're holding me, my head's so heavy on your heart. There's nothing scary in the dark, so close you can't tell us apart. I'm in and out of dreams, half asleep. I can feel you breathe, all the ways you comfort me, all the ways you comfort me. Those nights when it was all too much, you knew just how to fix me up. I'd sink down deep in your clawfoot tub. You'd bring me tea, cool, clean sheets, unbroken sleep. All the ways you comfort me, all the ways you comfort me. Your mother never knew quite how, barely spoke the words out loud, but somehow you knew how to love. Somehow you knew how to love me. Ooh, 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 your voice, the first I ever heard. I think of every time your words walked me through those hills of hurt, till I could see now your portrait in in our living room, sees everything we say and do. Your eyes say you forgive me. You forgive me all the ways you comfort me. Thank you guys so much. This has been enormously fun. I'm very grateful. Please come say hello on your way out. This is a song my dad would sing to me when I was a kid, and we played a lot of James Taylor in my house growing up. You guys as well? Sometimes when my daughter tolerates it, I sing this for her at bedtime. Well, the sun is surely sinking down, but the moon is slowly rising. And this old world must still be spinning around, and I still love you. So close your eyes. You can close your eyes, it's alright. And I don't know no love songs, and I can't sing the blues anymore. But I can sing this song, and you can sing this song when I'm gone. It won't be long before another day. We're gonna have a good time, and no one's gonna take that time away. You can stay as long as you like. So close your eyes. You can close your eyes, it's alright. I don't know no love songs, and I can't sing the blues anymore. But I can sing this song, and you can sing this song when I'm gone. Yes, I can sing this song, and you can sing this song. Thank you guys so much.